Okay, upon request. So this is the Ancheer folding bike with 20-inch wheels. It has the 8 amp hour battery at 36 volts, and it usually is enough. If you get a full charge on it, it takes about 3 hours to do a full charge. I'm not timing it exactly, but it's around 3 hours of connection time to getting a full charge on the bike. I've been doing small trips in Arizona, so like, a mile to, or maybe 3 miles to go to a dollar store or off to the grocery store. Kind of the same thing I used to do with mopeds, it's like a 2 to 3 mile trip, so I can wind up on a single charge to get multiple small trips, round trips. Plus, I'm not running at full throttle. Lately I've got bad knees, so I've not been pedaling, I've been using just the throttle function. And you can do that by the controller on the bike. The smart controller here goes into the smart controller on the bike. When you hit the first power button, it goes into the low power setting, and then if you hit the minus button right away, it's already in throttle function right now. And if you hit the plus again, it goes to the pedal assist level 1, 2, and 3. And I've used pedal assist level 1 to do, like, say, a 9 or 10 mile bike, where you just start pedaling, and after a couple, after a rotation or so, it kicks in and you're really kind of doing a light pedal. It's really good if you're going against the wind, if you've got wind blowing on you and you're pedaling, and usually I'm pedaling in about 5th, 6th gear on a flat. 7th is the top gear. Downhill, I'll put it in 7th gear on pedal assist level 1, and then it'll give me enough energy to get it. I like the throttle function too, if you just want to not have to, just want to take the stress off. If you're an older person and you want to take the stress off your knees or your legs, or you just don't have the physical aptitude. Arizona right now, it's really hot. It's getting into the 107, 108, 9 degree weather today. So if you want to just go to the store and you don't want to get the cardio that way, you're going to do it by swimming or getting cooler, and you just want to take the bike just for an outing trip without using any pedaling at all, you still have throttle mode, which makes it very handy. The 20-inch wheels, it folds up really well in the back of the Prius or the Mazda, and we got a Mazda hatchback, and it folds in half, and I pulled the seat off. I pulled the seat right out, and then push the handlebar, tilt the handlebar over. I've added a couple of little features, like a little basket on the back. I've just zip tied a basket right to the back, and then I use some cheap tie downs, that loop right over. I always keep a heavy duty a bag, one of those heavy plastic bags from grocery store bag. So if you're going to get groceries and stuff, got a little cooler in here for water and stuff. It's hot in the desert right now, like I said, and it's just been really good. As far as stuff goes, I've got a big cable lock for it. I've got a small cable lock for going right inside the store. So that's all good. Been a great bike. The range on it is running around 17 miles. I pushed it to 19, killed the battery, and had to pedal home a couple of miles in San Diego. Here I've learned, that was when I first got it, so I've kind of learned what it takes to, where the range goes, and when you get down to, kind of between 1 and 2 on the LED indicator, you're pretty much done. It's going to die pretty soon. So I never really let it go past level the LED indicator on the battery to the 2 bars, and then from that point I pretty much will start a charge on it again. But if it's a short trip, you can always make it. If you're always going to go like just a mile or 2, you're going to have no problem with it. Even if it's on a low power indicator of 2 bars, you probably can still do a 2 mile or 3 mile trip. No problem. So I use it for short trips right now. I was pushing the envelope and pushing it all the way into the 15 miles. And it works well for that 15, 16, 17 miles, depending on if you're doing some pedal assist with it. But speed's about 20 miles an hour. I try to average around 12 with the throttle function to just kind of level out the power. So, but reliability is good. Battery charges. The battery's in the bar, so it's built in. So is the charge controller, and that's the really nice thing, is everything's tucked away on the bike. So no exposed elements with batteries that can be, stolen or damaged by moving them or folding the bike. There are 2 prongs down here when you open the bike up, or 3 prongs for power connections. So when you open up, you actually expose those, and they should have built like a rubber cap or make it deep inside the bike, but those can get damaged or bent, so you have to be careful with those. Other than that, the bike's been really reliable, great on just cutting back on gas on those short trips you do to the store. Like, why am I not taking a bike, an e-bike, as opposed to, you know, taking a car to do like menial tasks? So with the basket and everything, I can go get small amounts of groceries or go run some quick errands. When got mail at our post office box, we have a P.O. box that's about 4 miles away. Grab the mail at the post office box because we're gone a lot, and it's just been handy for those reasons. I just love it for those things. So it's a good way to get out if you're want to get out on a bike, don't have the amplitude or the leg muscle strength anymore, and you still want to kind of have that feel of being on a nice, fairly light. It's still got some weight to it, but it's light enough as a bike to pick it up, move it around, take it up a staircase, those kind of things. It's a good bike for that. So overall, I love this bike. It's been a great. This is the Ancheer e-bike. That's the 20-inch wheels, foldables, available on Amazon for if you shop around for around $600. So at least currently. That's about it. That's all I have for you right now. Thank you much. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. Okay, upon request. So this is the Ancheer folding bike with 20-inch wheels. It has the 8 amp hour battery at 36 volts, and it usually is enough. If you get a full charge on it, it takes about 3 hours to do a full charge. I'm not timing it exactly, but it's around 3 hours of connection time to getting a full charge on the bike. I've been doing small trips in Arizona, so like, you know, a mile to, or maybe 3 miles to go to a dollar store or off to the